like, I don't know, I'll maybe give you an example, but the last time before I came here, I was in Thailand for a couple of weeks, and I was going to the airport the next day. So I checked into my hostel, which was next to this airport in the middle of a not really interesting place in Thailand. And I checked into the place, and it was really quiet, and the owner was there, and she was with her sister was visiting, and then she asked me if I wanted to have some food with them, and I was like, okay, sure. And then I sat down and I started talking to them, and then I told them I play guitar, so I got my guitar and I played them some songs, and then I started talking to, and then one of them then said, oh, they could get me a job teaching and stuff like that. So I guess this is the kind of thing you talk about, where it's an experience, whereas that was, to me, I've remembered that more than, I don't know, going to visit temples or whatever. As much as that is really great, it's not always an experience. So yeah, I would say 100% that that's the best sort of travel. And it comes back to what I was saying before about working here or volunteering here or being here. You understand more about a place than just going around, because the opposite side of this is I met some people from Brazil, and they were doing a world trip, traveling the world. I said, no, how long are you traveling for? 4 months. I'm like, and you're, how are you? And they're doing like 2 days here, 2 days there, 2 days there, 2 days there, 2 days there, 2 days, just flying and stuff. And I'm like, seriously? I'm like, how are you not dead, like, with exhaustion? And that is the complete opposite end. Whereas people think that travel is about going to see the place or tick the country off the list. Oh, I've been here. I've been in the airport in France. Tick. Like, that is totally not travel. In my opinion.
I think.
So I prefer to stay in places longer, and although
enjoying the location,
because you soak up more by understanding people a little bit longer and get to know people a bit better, and at least I think you do anyways, rather than just seeing this place, okay, next. And it's cheaper. Like, especially if you work somewhere or volunteer. If you're constantly traveling around, and it's bad for the environment.
How long you stay here?
6 weeks.
6 weeks.
So this will be 6 weeks here, and then I'm going to Hualien for a few days, and then I leave.
So, did you like Taiwan?
Yes.
So, Hualien, do you go Taichung or the other place? Did you?
What? Did I?
Except Hualien and Taipei.
No, sadly I only went to Tainan.
Oh, it's a hot wind.
Yeah, it was quite hot. I was doing surfing. Actually, I would have liked to have seen more of Taiwan, but my plans changed at last minute, and I'm having to go to Australia. It's a good thing, but I was planning on 2 weeks in traveling around Taiwan, but I had to go to Australia, so this is why I'm only having 3 nights, 4 days in Hualien, and then I leave. So I would have liked to visit more, but I can't see everywhere.
In the future, you can come back to Taiwan.
Yeah, I would definitely come back. Yeah, I think if the opportunity comes again, and I'm in Asia again, then I don't see why I wouldn't.
Why choose the Hualien you want to go?
Why did I
See on
choose
the internet or
just people talk about yeah, and again because I had like 4 days or something, I thought I could go here for a day, then here for a couple of days, and then I'm like, no, I won't enjoy myself,
Yeah,
so
you need to
I just
enjoy
go there and have a look around there.
Mm.
People say it's nice. That's enough for me.
Okay. And do you think working holiday is a kind of the 就那个刚刚那个词
experience, just like the experiential tourism.
Experiential tourism. I don't know how they pronounce it, but experiential.
Yeah, because
Experiential.
Okay.
What's experiential?
And first I need to say I'm a biologist. I'm not in this field, so I don't know how to say about this.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I speak the English language, so I should know it, but
You don't
I'm
know.
struggling with it.
I don't know. Yeah.
So difficult. Okay. So do you think working holiday is kind of
Is it's experiential travel?
yeah.
I think so, from what I understand.
Mhm.
Yeah, I guess that's similar to what we were just discussing. Yeah, it's that's how you get a working holiday is the best way to get authentic experiences, and you'll get to know the place better by that. So I guess I would say yes.
And during this period, do you regret yourself as a traveler or employee?
Do I what myself? Do I regret? Did you say?
嗯，
Or class myself? So would you say that again?
就是这段期间，
第几题？
只要
就
只要再说一次。
就 during this period, do you regret yourself as a traveler?
Regard. Yeah, I just
regard.
picked it.
Regard yourself as a traveler or employee?
Traveler. I somewhere in the middle, I guess, but I still am still a traveler, I guess. Yeah.
And how about the employer? Do you think a hostel regard you?
As an employee or as a traveler? I think they regard me as a helper. I think they, but probably more like a traveler because it's fairly relaxed. And they're very careful not to call you an employee. Whether that's legal things or something. So yeah. Because I think some of the workaways are probably a little bit more relaxed. Whereas I'm also relaxed, but I'm still kind of like, okay, we start at 11, I need to be there. Like, so, because it's inbuilt in me. But then some of the others are a little bit more relaxed and they come at like 11:30 or whatever. But I don't really agree with that. It's just if you're working, I don't know, because then it stops people from getting angry, upset with you. You say, okay, you work 4 hours today. Okay, that's what I'll do, and yeah.
And then you miss tea time. So.
And then what?
You miss tea time.
Yeah, miss tea.
It's important.
Yeah.
Do you think people in the hostel have different kind of
Attitudes.
attitude?
Sorry. Did you finish?
康俊你还没念完。
Toward
Towards
the
work.
housekeeping and professional.
Okay, so do the staff here have a different attitude towards housekeeping
and just like you, music.
than me?
Yeah.
Oh, and to music. So
just you do the work like housekeeping or like music, plan music, and do you think
The housekeeper have a different attitude to both of you.
The musicians.
And
Are we saying is the housekeepers?
We means the housekeeper and the musician,
Yeah.
right? So did the hostel have a different attitude
To
between
what?
two of you?
Towards the volunteers, to
Yeah.
the people who are either in housekeeping or
Yeah. Do you think
do they have a different attitude personally to us, or do you mean a different attitude at work?
different attitude for personal?
person.
Yeah.
Oh,
Did
okay.
they have?
As so towards me, then perhaps a Taiwanese person who's working there, right? Well, that's a interesting question.
意思是跟 Mider， 比方说跟 Mider。
对啊
Oh, okay.
对
So it's really between someone playing music or someone doing only housekeeping like Mider.
哦，Ian，
Or
Oh,
Ian is only doing housekeeping.
so
Yeah.
so do
And
you?
you're also doing this, so does they have a different attitude towards you and toward them?
Okay. I don't think so. I don't think they have a different attitude now. No, I can't. No, I think it's the same. I think it's the same. Maybe this maybe not the question you're asking, but maybe it's slightly different for any of the volunteers compared to the permanent staff. So the people who work here behind the desk and
Yeah,
things
yeah.
compared to the foreigners, there is probably a different attitude.
Yes.
Not that it's negative or anything, but it is different, especially if you can't speak Chinese. So it's different. So Quentin can speak Chinese, so it's completely different for him. So
Yeah.
yeah, but generally not so much.
Okay. Joe.
In your opinion, how important is your professional here for the working holiday?
In my opinion, what was that? Sorry, just repeat.
How important is your professional?
How important is
Just
my
like music,
my profession?
music
What? Just to me or in the hostel?
in the hostel.
Okay.
Smart.
So how? Just one more time. It's me, by the way. I'm slow. It's
Oh.
not your English. So
How important is your professional?
is my profession for the hostel
Yeah.
Yes.
here?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So essentially, how important are musicians? Not me
Oh.
personally, but my profession.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I think it's important. Yeah. I think it's part of the hostel's identity, in that it likes to be this artistic center. So I guess it's important. I think having musicians play is probably a luxury, but because most places don't have it,
Yes.
or travelers usually have guitars anyways and they play. But so I think if there was no musicians here, I think it would be fine, this hostel. I'm sure it would, but I don't know, it's difficult to say, because I guess it's probably more, you should ask the guests actually. I'd be interested to know who, if they come because they know there's musicians on, because actually last night I heard someone, they checked in and they said, oh, is there a performance on tomorrow night? So they knew there was music on. So I'm like, oh, so because I heard and I was like, oh, that's nice, because I didn't know, because I didn't come here as a tourist. I don't really know how the hostel is advertised as well. So I guess it's pretty important because it makes them different
Yeah.
to other hostels. It is totally different to any other hostel.
And before, you 他住过那么多 hostel，就是有